Friday, December 6th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, finally debuts in Georgia. In the main event, two titans prepare for battle as combat sports vet Keith Rockstar Richardson steps into the squared circle against the undefeated knockout artist Michael Larimore. In the co-main event, fan favorite Joe Hitman 187 Elmore is ready to unleash his ferocious style when he fights the man ready to make a statement, Derek Superman Finley. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
What's up? We are live from Satellite 5 on this Thanksgiving week. Appreciate you being here. A lot to get into as always. I mean, tons. We're going to have exclusive behind-the-scene footage from that amazing show in California this past weekend. Also, Joe Elmore, the Hitman, he's going to join us live. He's going to be here on Zoom. We'll talk to him for BKFC 69. It's going to be a great fight. Also, we're going to experience the Rivera era today as we speak to Nathan Altair Rivera, who's also going to be competing at BKFC 69. We'll talk a little about the Philly Knucklemania 5 press conference and a major announcement for the first fight of the new year coming. We'll get to that and a lot more. I didn't even know he's going to be on. He's being a madman today. I'm glad he's here. I think he's calmed down. Have you calmed down, Dave?
No, I haven't calmed down.
That's why I wanted you on. That's good. So you're jumping around like a lunatic before the show. We wanted to go live. I didn't know you were coming in today, but I guess you're in. You said you want to come over for a couple minutes. I would guess that you have to address some stuff, maybe the fans for Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll talk about...
Yeah, man. Just a little bit of stuff. Awesome event we had in L.A. Unbelievable event. I bet we were going to have 10 knockouts. We had 9 knockouts. It was unbelievable. That small ring, everybody was like, holy shit, the small ring.
Every time.
Small ring is unbelievable. Exciting action. Great venue. Great crowd. Great fights. It was awesome. We're going into Thanksgiving. We have unbelievable things that we're working on. I wish I could announce this like today or tomorrow, but we're probably about 8 to 9 days away from announcing one of the biggest things that we ever pulled off, and it's really, truly unbelievable. And first and foremost, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all the loyal fans, everybody out there that's listening, all the fighters, everybody that made BKFC what it is. I hope you guys are able to take a day off and enjoy Thanksgiving with your families. I'm going to try to do that, but I got a lot of work to do, but I'm going to try my best, and I hope you guys can too, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hold on. You're telling the fans to take a day off, enjoy their family. Do I get a day off?
Fuck no.
Hey, you know what? In the comments, I just wanted to say this because you were ranting and raving. I don't know if you're comfortable talking about this before, but in the comments here, we have somebody saying, show is starting 2 minutes late. Doc broke at Brandon's pay. You were going at him a little bit before the show.
Well, I got to say, look, man, Brandon just showed us a piece he's doing for December 21st show.
It's great,
and it was
right?
pretty amazing.
Are we allowed to watch
So let's
that
just
yet?
tell the story about Brandon for a minute. I don't know if we ever told it before. So Brandon came in through. So I used to have an MMA company called XFE, and Brandon worked for a company called Go Fight Live with Evan. So we brought Brandon in and made him a part of BKFC. And just for a measly, extra $1 an hour, he left us to go do some floor work.
That's such a lie.
And then he had to come, actually, literally, we made him crawl through the door. We said, you need to crawl on your hands and knees and beg Lord Evan Zentar for your job back. And he did that.
Did he really?
And I want to tell you that Brandon
is
is honestly a very, very amazing editor right now. He's putting on some good stuff, man, and it's glad to have him here. I just questioned his loyalty, but he pledged his life to us.
He did. I had this talk with Dave when we were considering bringing Brandon back, and I said, this is something you can all, take as a life lesson, is you never know where loyalty is bred. And I think when Brandon, the traitor, Judas himself betrayed the company when we needed him most, most people would say no, but, like Jesus himself, I forgave the sinners.
You stop.
And I'd welcome Brandon back with open arms, and he has proved his loyalty time and time again. And that's just a little lesson for the watchers that you can take, is that you never know where loyalty is bred.
So listen, I'm going to argue with that just a little bit because
His loyalty floors me, Dave.
although
It floors
he's
me.
working for us and he is doing a phenomenal job, he really is. His stuff is great.
Yeah.
But my dad has a quote that says you can't be 99% loyal. You're either 100% or get the F out of here. So if you were unloyal once, you're not loyal.
Wait a minute. Let's ask him if he's loyal now. Get on the mic, Brandon. You look at Dave right in the eyes. You can see him like a man. You come in here. You thank him for your job back.
Where? Oh, this way.
And are you loyal to us now?
I am 110% loyal, even though, Dave, you may disagree.
So he's
but
109
How I
then.
feel in my heart of hearts is that I am that loyal and even more.
That sounds
And
sincere.
I am.
It does. He's true.
I
though.
am
He is very-
sincerely grateful that everything worked out the way it did. When I left, that was at the
I
time.
am grateful that you came crawling your way back.
There you
I'm
go.
so
There you go.
grateful.
There you go.
Hey, this kid's loyal to
Anyway,
a fault. He's loyal to a fault.
Nah, listen, he is loyal. I know. Listen, he had a baby. He had to make some money, and we were at a position where we weren't able to give him what he needed at that time. And he went where the money was, and that's not like completely unloyal. He had to do things for his family, but we joke with him a lot. But at the end of the day, is honestly, he's putting some really good stuff out there.
No,
now.
he does. And I don't know how this turned into a Brandon hate / love fest.
Yes.
I only wanted it to go about a minute, but hey, we love riffing on Brandon.
But honestly, we all swore an oath when we joined this.
I had
You know,
blood. I put blood down.
It comes before family.
This is till
before anything.
Prick the fingers.
till death do us part.
That's right, which could come soon because
Till
we're all
death do
running
us
so
part.
hard.
My soul burn.
Right.
Anyway.
We all took the oath.
I don't know if we can even part in death, man.
No, you know what? Look, it's so funny because I was actually talking about this yesterday, and because like people see the one side of Dave and the Dave that's always out there and pushing and making deals happen and stuff like that, but they don't see the Dave that's stressing his ass off, and they don't see the Dave that's battling for us each and every day. What they don't really see is the Dave that, as the higher the climb. So understand this, everybody. You'll get it as soon as I'm done. The higher we go, and we go higher every day, the further the fall. And I'm scared to death of the fall. And that's why I want to make sure that I have loyal guys here, because why? I do this for you guys. And I want to make sure that me and my family and you and your families are set. And if the fighters and everybody that has a part of this growth is set, then the fall doesn't matter to me. But it matters to me if I didn't get us there yet. And that's a thing that I don't sleep ever, because I'm worried about failing. I don't want to fail, and I can't fail. And guess what? We won't fail. But at the same time, the thought is in the head all the time. If we fall, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I didn't take care of the guys. I didn't get, to the point that I needed to get to. But, that's not an easy way to live.
It's true though. You work hard. I talked to you on the phone. We talked last night. There's a lot of stuff that you go through that people don't see, and they shouldn't see it. We say it all the time. Let us get the gray hair. You'll see it in the gray hair when we're on screen that it was hard for us, or the bags under the eyes. But we appreciate you guys. I know Dave was thanking you. Dave, actually, I'm glad you're here because we got to do the mailbag. We got a couple minutes to get through this. Let's do the mail call.
It's time for mail call.
TheBareKnuckleShow@gmail.com. You can send in whatever you'd like, and this guy did. And Dave, I'm glad you're here for this. I was going to print this out. I still might. You might want to frame this. Somebody sent. It's a very long email, so I can't read the whole thing. So it just bear with me here. Basically, the top says, thanks to Dave Feldman for being a rock star at what he does and pushing this thing forward for the BKFC's growth. It's been great to watch, and I was flattered. You thanked me as well for being the voice of BKFC, but that's not true. I'm the voice of the fans. Remember that. I appreciate that. Thank you. BKFC has changed my life, as silly as that sounds, and truly, honestly gave me something down deep inside that I was excited about that I haven't had for years and years. And he went on to say about his son being born with spinal bifida, I can't say it, bifida, and had fetal surgery inside the womb to correct his spine, and became a miracle and be able to walk. He had some problems, a building expert for the city of Chicago. He's working out training, hoping to attend a BKFC tryout. He said it was his passion of passions. Sadly, his arm touched a 277 volt thing at a building he was working on due to construction negligence. And his dreams of getting his dream job stopped. They all ceased. So he said, BKFC still gives me such love and hope and such excitement during the shows. I feel it's the greatest gift to be able to watch the greatest sport in all of sporting entertainment and to watch the greatest promoter in all of sporting entertainment come together and put on absolute bangers every single show. Thank you all. Much love, Michael.
So he's out of work? Is that what that says?
Yeah, he got shocked, and I guess he wanted to come he wanted to be a part of our tryouts. He'd been training, and then I guess he's out of work now. Yeah, he said his dream job that he worked so hard for, his that and also the tryouts he was going to try to do have all been washed away. So you give him hope, and I think that's really important.
Yeah. So write this down, and I want to make sure that I send that guy $1,000 for Christmas.
Wow. All right, sweet. I'll put that down right here. All right, sweet. There you go. I wish we had the cha-ching thing. I didn't expect that. I just wanted you to hear it. That's really nice.
I mean, look, man, someone's going through stuff, and we're not in the best position, but I'm gonna do what we can do.
Look at his email. That was just a short version of it.
Right?
I'll forward
Nice.
it to you. All right. There you go, cha-ching. Mr. Saturn was a big fan. He's with the LA show. I know he was trying to meet you. I don't know if he did, but he said that he was in LA, had a great time. He sent in these 2 pics. We'll look at them real quick. There he is. He says that bare knuckle bombshells in Brian Soscia's voice. Thank you for sending that in. And then the other one, he said, look at this crew. He's got everybody with him there. Why are those? Yeah. Why did this play thing show up?
It's just
Yeah. Oh, talking to the mic, so people know.
So he put music behind it.
Oh,
so
we don't
it
need that.
became
Yeah,
a
okay.
video.
Got it. Well, Mr. Saturn, we love you. We know you watch regularly. We're glad you had a great time, and I love the content you've been putting out. Please keep it up. Thanks for supporting what we do. Can't wait to see you again. Also, Prodigy Internet OG said, I've tried everything from vibrating belts to the shake weight to Body by Jake, and I'm embarrassed to say that I've even tried sweating to the oldies with Richard Simmons. But this seems like the best workout program I can find, and he sent this video in. What's that, a 10-pound weight? Someone's kicking him in the head, too. That guy in the back's kicking him.
What's going on? Damn.
Holy crap. Yo, sign this guy. Get him.
Send him a fan pack, man.
We should.
Let's give him something.
Dude, that guy's crazy.
Oh, wait. Did he get kicked in his balls? Did he
I
get
didn't-
kicked in his
I
nuts?
didn't see that at the end, did he? We'll watch more abuse here. Man.
Right at the end, I think he did. Right. Yeah. No, he didn't. I thought he
Close enough.
Yeah.
It's still just getting, that's insane.
Crazy,
coming.
man.
All right. Well, look,
I don't see it.
listen, I do have something from Randy the Pervert, but it's kind of long, so we might have to get to Elmore. So let's skip that. Let's
missed that.
Well, yeah. It's,
Pun intended?
Yeah, right. I'm going to do that later because it's interesting. Okay. KMS Records said Bambo, and he sent this in.
You ready, Brandon?
And he sent this in.
Which one?
Brandon?
And he sent this in.
I'm sitting here doing this for 5 minutes. I was like, fucking dreaming.
He's fighting a deer, a doe. What is that?
I don't know why it's so fucking mean. It's a buck. Stop, motherfucker. What's your deal?
He's probably scared of the guy with the hair. He probably thinks he's another animal. Look at that hair. I don't know anything about deer hunting.
I was making my fucking
Oh my God.
Stop, dear. Hold it by the collar.
Listen to her. Hold it by the collar. I'm going to film you. Not help.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Is that, why is the deer out? I have to ask Nathan Rivera. He's a hunter. He might know. Or Joe. When they come on.
Sinking a guillotine right there.
Yeah, right?
He didn't put him to sleep. He didn't go to sleep.
He said, I'm going to let you go. You're going to go your way. You're going to go. I don't know what happened. Okay, cool. But hey, what do you got? All right, this is interesting. I want to do this one with Dave in the studio. Bart from Denver sent this in. And he said, I sent in the Philly street craziness a few weeks ago. I remember that, Bart. I wanted to let you guys know that Denver was awesome. I love seeing Kamosi finally get his due, especially in his hometown. Thanks for the great time. Hope you're back here soon. I'd love to smoke a bone with you guys next time you're... I don't know what that means. I think it could mean two things. Let's go past that.
You know all about that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think he means that kind of... I think he means what's legal in Denver, 420 stuff, marijuana. I can't do that. I'll be thrown out. All right. I also sent in a video. Here's the question before you watch. Would you rather do these... Would you rather do this or 2 rounds of competitive bare knuckle fighting? Oh my God!
I'd much rather fight.
Yeah, I feel like you could get impaled here. You know what I mean? And You got 4 minutes of competitive bare knuckle fighting, so you're not just getting beat up. You're competitive, right?
Yeah.
You want more control.
I'd much rather fight.
How about you? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd much rather fight.
I mean, that's defenseless, right?
Yeah, you have no
You have
chance.
no defense.
You don't know what's
for
going to
that.
happen.
Kind of like slap fighting.
Although I think it was kind of. Right. I think it was kind of fun, though. I mean, I think it would be fun to fly through the air like that until you hit the bike or the ground. That might be kind of cool. Am I wrong? You're so funny. All right. So, do you have Rivera? Is that what you just said in my ear? All right, here comes Nathan El Terra Rivera. This guy, a bright spot, one of the many in BKFC. We'll get back to the mailbag in a little bit, but I want to talk to this guy because this guy's a future. We talk about the youth movement a lot, and I love the fact how much he seems to enjoy being here. It's not like he just wants to fight for the clout or anything. He's been around. I've been seeing every event. I've seen more and more at Nathan El Terra Rivera, and we're going to see him coming up December 6th, right by his hometown, Gas South Arena, BKFC.com. Get the tickets. It's a great card. You can look more about it at BKFC.com when you get those tickets. But anytime you can see Nathan Rivera or even Joe Elmore, we'll talk to him later on the card in the show. When you can see them fight, make sure you're there for it, especially live, because it's incredible. Nathan Rivera, let's bring him in. Let's experience the Rivera era. There he is. Doesn't look like...
What's going on? What's going on?
You look like you would be like a young model, a GQ model, not a bare knuckle fighter. Real quick.
I just want to say hello. What's up, Nathan?
What's up, Prez? How you doing, man?
I'm one of your biggest fans, just so you know. I like you outside the ring. I like the way you try to promote yourself, and you can fight your ass off, man. And I want to see nothing but success for you. And you know, I wish you the best. I got to jump. I got actually, just so the fans know, I got my guys in here from Dubai. We're working on a big deal in Dubai. They flew over, and I have a meeting with them right now.
I don't know if you know this, but we actually hid mics in the meeting room so we can hear what's going on. Oh, actually, we got to do that next time. I didn't think of that. That's a good idea.
All right, guys.
Anyway.
Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
I think Dave can't tell if I'm serious enough. He's like, oh, he's really hiding mics? I'm the only one. That's disrespect, especially from our Dubai friends. The only one. Yeah, even Nathan Rivera stood up for the president. He saluted him. I love it. Nathan El Terra Rivera. Thanks for coming
Brian,
on, man.
My nickname isn't El Terra. That's Jimmy Rivera.
Oh, I say El Terra? Is that what I said?
Yeah, I'm Nathan the Reaper Rivera.
Reaper, I knew that. I'm sorry. Listen, here's the deal. Let me be honest. Can I level with you?
Yeah.
I literally got, as you can see, little to no sleep last night. My daughter got a big girl bed, and she was all excited about it. And then I was up like the whole night. I'm sorry.
You're
sorry.
good.
I apologize.
You're good. But there's only one Rivera that's important. That's the Rivera era. That's Nathan Rivera era, not Jimmy El Terra Rivera.
Yeah, all right. Well, I want to talk about that. You just did it. You did what I was going to bring up later in the interview. My apologies. A lot's flying around in my head right now, especially with the chaos in the studio. But you're an excellent marketer. On your feet there, you just politely corrected me, which I appreciate, and you made it work for you. It was quite amazing how you did that. It's a talent. Is that you doing all of your marketing? Like when we played it last week, when you gave the note to Chris Lytle and the note to Dave Feldman, is that you coming up with that, or you have like a team? It seems like you have a team. No,
it's just, I mean, my team is my two best friends, which is Reese Watkins. He's in my corner. And it's Philip Chesney. He's one of my best friends. They're actually both about to be in my wedding next year. It's my coach Brantley, my film guy Hayden, and then my girlfriend Bree. So that's like the team. Wow. Or my fiance Bree. That's
you got to be careful, man. She's fiance now. You got to. That's a good correction. So you slipped. So I don't feel bad about the El Terra comment. You don't know who your fiance even is, dude. Come on.
I know. Yeah. I got to tighten up. But yeah, that's the team, man. And we all just, everyone has a role and everyone plays their role really well. And it makes things really easy for me. So I'm really grateful for them. But I mean, no, I usually just kind of come up with things off the dome. I know that everyone can knock people out and everyone can look good doing it, but there has to be something that is memorable, you know, and I want to make this like a full-time thing with no other distractions in my life. So I kind of push to be as memorable as possible.
Why do you want to do that? You have a very successful career. I believe you're doing welding. We get to wear that cool like helmet. I would love to be able to do. I'd be so nervous with that torch. But you get a great career. I'm sure you make great money in that. Your life seems to be phenomenal. Is it like not complete without bare knuckle? Why would you be willing to quit an amazing job to just do bare knuckle full time? Not just. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, so I was in welding for a while, and then I actually quit welding. I went to welding school. I was in welding, and I quit because it was a little bit too much of my body with training in the evening. So now I'm in welding sales, which is like even better, you know, for me financially, and then also like for my body. But I don't think I can just do that forever. You know, I don't think I think I'm meant to fight for like full time, you know, and I'd like to get to that point where I can just fight full time and, you know, retire my fiance first. And then after that, I would love to quit my job. I enjoy my job. I like doing it every day, but it doesn't really hold a candle to fighting in a ring with no gloves on.
The feeling you're getting. I know for me, like I my whole life I've been doing stuff like this or performance stuff, and I can't stand meetings. I hate them. I can't stand pushing paper and pencils. So that's something maybe you get out of, you get in the squared circle. We'd love to see more of you here. But I've been seeing a lot of you, dude. You've been everywhere. I saw you at the tryouts in Philly. It's like you're scouting talent. You're looking, your face is around. You were up there talking. And then I heard, now I don't know if this is true, I thought I saw on social media that you were attending a wedding or something this weekend. Then I heard you were in LA even. I didn't think you were going to be there. Was that true? Were you there?
That's true. Yeah. So I flew in Thursday night, and I had a rehearsal dinner. I had a rehearsal dinner Saturday night for my sister's wedding, and it was only about 30 minutes away from the venue. So me and my fiance went up, borrowed a car and went to the event, and we caught like the last 5 fights, and I was able to give Dave a handshake and say what's up, drop off a couple t-shirts for some folks and stuff like that.
Matter of fact, it's funny you bring that up. I think I just had it. Where the heck did they go? I haven't bring it in. Well, damn it, Brevin, did you bring your t-shirt? Here, throw it to me. Here, show it to them. Because it was chaos with Dave Feldman here before. That's a great t-shirt. It's like, I mean, I would wear that and flip it. You got all your sponsors. Thank you for sending those in. We appreciate that. Where can people get them if they want to get them?
Senior's back.
Oh, here comes Dave. Dave, you coming in to sit down again? What are you doing? What, did you leave something here?
My keys?
Your keys?
Where are my fucking keys?
I don't know. We're going to talk about Rivera's keys to victory in a little bit, though. Like that transition. Like, I don't know. I don't know where your keys are. I don't have them, I swear to you. This isn't a prank.
You leave them in your car?
So if you're near the office, Dave's keys may be in his car. Come steal his car. It's very nice. It's like an Escalade. What is it? I don't know what kind of car that is. I really don't have your keys. Why are you looking like you're going to kill me? I promise you I don't have your keys. You're taking away from Nathan's time.
The Escalade's wrapped.
Oh, is it really? I don't know where they are. Maybe if I see
Let him finish. He was plugging where you can buy the shirts.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
I have like 60 shirts on hand, and they're just I just bring the big bag to the gym every day and sell them to my friends and stuff like that and a couple people. So if I have any left by the time the fight is here, or if you like message me on Instagram, I can send one to you.
That's awesome. Well, support our fighters. Nathan Rivera, good dude to support. We're excited to see what you're going to be doing. I know you mentioned we joked around, but you said your girlfriend, and then you said fiance. You made the quick correction. You're newly engaged. What is your fiance? How does she feel? I mean, she was with you at tryouts. I saw her there. She's so nice. What does she think though about bare knuckle fighting? Is she like ride or die with you kind of thing?
Yeah, she loves it. I mean, so we got together like right before my first professional fight, and then that was an MMA, and that was already kind of like a hard. I don't want to say hard sell for her, but like her parents were like, "What the heck is up with this dude?" And the first time that she ever actually mentioned me to them, they were like asking for a picture, and it was a picture of me on top of a cage after I had just knocked somebody out, and I'm like veins popping, like holding up my flag and going crazy. And they're like, and I'm supposed to meet them the next day. But it all worked out. But I mean, she's ride or die, man. So then when I told her I was going to make a switch to bare knuckle, I was like, I'm just going to try it out and see how it goes. And she was like with no gloves. And I was like, yeah, I mean, let's just see what happens. And then next thing you know, this will be my third fight here in Atlanta. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty fruitful career.
Now, is she local like you are to the arena? I know you're close to the arena. Are her parents local? Are they going to be there live? What's that feel like? Is that something that enters your mind or bothers you or whatever?
Yeah, her dad and her brother are coming up from Tennessee because she's from Tennessee. So we live over here in Buford, Georgia, which is probably 5 minutes from Duluth. So we're about 10 minutes from the venue. My gym that I train at, that a lot of my teammates are, they're coming out to support. They're about 20 minutes from, or I'm sorry, also 10 minutes from the venue, kind of like the other way. But yeah, we live here like real close to the venue, and her parents are going to come up, and they'll be sitting at a table front row with my dad and a couple of my close friends and stuff like that.
Wow. I'd like to hear what they're talking about at that table when you fight. They're probably going to go nuts. I'll be sure to watch them. I mean, it's exciting to fight in your hometown, especially on a card like we're bringing. I mean, a worldwide televised card. That's got to feel awesome, right?
It's awesome. I've bounced around with BKFC. I've been to Florida, to Virginia. I thought I might get on this LA show, which would have been the day before my sister's wedding. So I'm glad that it worked out this way, because my mom would have beat my ass if I came in there all like.
Right. If your opponent did, your mom would have beat your ass because you would have screwed up all the pictures. Chris Lytle did that. He actually was asked, I think after he fought Joe Riggs in UFC, he had a wedding the next day. He was in the wedding and they wouldn't let him in the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's only like a few people in this world that I'm scared of, and my mom is probably at the top of that list. So I don't want to piss her off.
No, I understand that, man. So, Justin Street, this is your opponent. Yeah. What do? You've looked at him. You've seen him fight, I would guess. You've studied tape possibly. How do you beat him? What's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I won't give away too many spoilers, but I think stylistically it's a great fight for me. And, you know, he's no slouch. He's had probably triple, quadruple the amount of professional fights as me. You know, this will be my 4th pro fight. I think this is his 11th or 12th or 13th pro fight. I know he's coming up a weight class because I think he missed weight his last fight, and they're bumping him up, or maybe he's choosing to go up. But I think it's going to be a banger. I mean, he's definitely durable. He's probably the most durable opponent that I've ever faced in squared circle. So I think it's going to be a pretty exciting fight. A lot of my people that were coming out, they're like, look, man, I live 2 hours away. I'm not going to come out for you to knock this guy out in 15 seconds. All my fights have finished in the first round that I've won. And I think this one will go the distance. I'm ready for like kind of a dogfight war.
Yeah, you feel a lot of times guys, when they do that, they say they feel like they got their wings, so to speak, you know, in fighting. They got through it. They got to the deep waters. And that's what a problem to have. Having a hard time selling tickets if you're beating people too quickly. What a problem to have. But I know that you've been selling a lot. I know everyone's excited to see you there. Hey, I forgot. You were fighting, I believe, with Douglas Lima at the same gym he was at. Is that ATT or something? Are you still in that gym?
Yeah.
Are you still working with those guys?
Yeah, I'm there. It's American Top Team Lima. So Douglas and Diego Lima are there.
Wow.
I mean, it's home of a lot of big names, you know, Trayshawn Gore, Cody Durden, Jucal. There's Will Brooks is that another branch off of ATT. You know, there's a ton of talent over there. Actually, when I lived in Marietta, which is about an hour from there, I would go from Marietta to East Atlanta, and then I'd go from East Atlanta to Duluth every day where the gym is, and I'd make this like 4.5-hour drive just to get, you know, all around to get to that gym. It's just it's one of the best gyms in the Southeast.
Of course, that's like huge commitment. That shows how committed you are. Not everyone would do that, and I think that, you know, ATT they always put out this great talent, and you're the next guy that I see coming out there. It seems like the chat feels the same way. Matter of fact, Little Ben in the chat here, he said that ask if he called you Nate. You must be good friends with him, Nate. He goes, I get Nate Shook, maybe means I don't know Nate, your buddies. Ask Nate if he has a note planned to deliver to Dave after the fight. Or basically, I think that now that's kind of become a staple. People talk about that. Do you have anything like that planned?
I got something planned. I think it will be pretty cool. So definitely keep your eyes peeled after I fight. And, you know, before, during, and after I fight, it should be fireworks. So all around. Yeah,
you know how to put on a show, not just in the squared circle. And I think that's really important. And it's not so much ridiculous over the top. You just do these little things that are really cool. We enjoy seeing them. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. I do have a question for you outside the fight, though. We just watched in the mailbag, somebody sent in a deer that was like fighting somebody. Yeah. Do you hunt? Do you know anything about hunting?
I mean, Dude, I'm Filipino, bro. I don't really know the woods like that, you know, but I'll go with my friends and I'm like freeze my ass off, like holding a gun, sitting in a tent. Like,
tell me where to point and what to shoot. Yeah. Well,
I've hunted 3 times in my life and I've seen 0 deer.
Okay.
So,
okay.
No, I don't think I hunt.
Bro, all we need you to do is hunt inside the squared circle to keep your career on the upper trajectory that it's on. So I will talk to Joe Elmore. I know he's a hunter. Maybe he'll know some stuff he can tell me, but let's talk about that. It's huge for you to be here, but Joe Elmore's been around a little longer than you have, and he's massive in the area too. You, I think, have told me in the past that you trained a while ago, a long time ago, in a gym with Joe Elmore. What are your thoughts on Joe Elmore and his fight? What kind of guy is Joe Elmore? I'll talk to him about it, but I want to hear from you.
Dude, Joe's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
really?
But in the best way. In the best way. Like, I mean, he's just wild, man. From the first time that I met him, it's so funny. He probably doesn't even know this, but the first time I was like, my first coach, he cleared me to have an MMA fight. I was like, oh, no way. Like, the local scene here is the NFC, the National Fighting Champions. So National Fighting Championship. So I looked up National Fighting Championship, and I saw this video of this crazy bald dude, like hammer fisting this guy's head. And I was like, this is so cool. And it was Joe Elmore. And then next thing you know, we're training together. And then Joe signs to BKFC. And I'm like, I got to watch it. It was on YouTube at the time, I think. And during the pandemic, and we turned it on, and I was like, this guy's crazy. But like, he's the same person as he is in interviews. And as he is anywhere in the ring, anywhere. I mean, he's the same dude. He's so kind, and you said he gives the best hugs. He does give great hugs.
So you've had an Elmore hug before with the
dude,
back
he's the
rub, his
best.
head on the shoulder, and it's like it doesn't even feel weird. You're like, oh, this guy's great. He really loves me. He thinks I'm nice.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I want him to be at every like big event in my life just to give me a hug.
Yeah, right. I feel the same way. It's like, wow. But we'll talk to him in a little bit. I'm excited you guys are on the same card. And, from what I understand, media-wise, bro, I understand you have a packed media schedule, and everybody wants to get a hold of Nathan Rivera, and I understand why, because you're very good on here. You're young. You're talented. You're part of the future of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and we don't say that for everybody, but I heard all the media you're doing. Thank you for doing it. Everybody wants to talk to you. Thanks for making the time to come on with us today, and I wish you nothing but luck. December 6th, BKFC 69. It's at the Guest South Arena. You can get involved there. Hey, listen, we're up against it, so we're going to have you on another time. We'll talk to you more, but it was a pleasure for you to come on today. Anything else you want to talk about or plug before I let you go? Maybe your social media?
No, I mean, I appreciate you guys having me on. I know you guys move quick on the show, so I appreciate you making time. Shout out to Barber Orthopedics here and to Priceless Nutrition. Just keep your eyes peeled December 6th. I think it's going to be a great show.
Where can they find you on social media?
_ Nathan Rivera on Instagram.
Why'd you put an underscore in there?
I think someone else took Nathan Rivera.
Yeah, it's more of a common name, I guess, than Brian Soscia.
There you go.
There it
There
is. Make sure you follow him. He's very active. He's a man of the people. He enjoys talking to you. Stay in touch with Nathan Rivera, the Reaper. Listen.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Thank you.
That's right. And go give your fiance a hug.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming on. We love that guy, man. He's awesome. Nathan Rivera. I do. It's not just as Evan likes when I say this. It's not me just stroking him. Evan, where's your soundbite?
I don't have the stroke me.
Oh, well, you say it
soundbite.
then, like you say it.
Go ahead. Stroke me.
I'm not just stroking him because he's on there. I really feel that way. I think we all do about Nathan, and it's exciting to see him fight. He's always fun. So, pleasure to have him on today. We're going to talk to Joe Elmore in just a couple minutes. All right, Joe Elmore says he must be waiting. Hey, it's not letting me in, probably because we just had somebody else on.
Well,
is he there?
It's wasn't scheduled to start till just now. So
okay, so
he must be very eager. So let me.
Well, that's Joe. This is Joe.
Let me get him in. He'll be in a minute.
Take your time. That's Joe to a T. That's what we were just saying. There's so much to get into with Joe. We're gonna pivot so the guys in the booth can hear me. We'll do the mail call stuff and the other stuff we have to do later. We're gonna be talking about the press conference. More info on that coming up. We're gonna talk about a new event, the first one of the year that we are going to announce today, and with some other stuff to get to. Some exclusive video from this past weekend in LA from our amazing shooter James, who doesn't like to be mentioned, but I just did. All right, so coming up, Joe Elmore. Very exciting time for him. We're going to talk to him about it. I think I texted Brandon this. I don't know if he got the photo. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I want to congratulate Joe. He had a big moment recently in his life, in his sporting life, in his fighting life outside of BKFC. I'm excited for that. Wait till he comes on and we'll talk to him about that. We're going to get into a lot with Joe. We're going to get into everything he's feeling headed into this, because this is his home area too. This is a huge deal for him. And there's some interesting stuff about Joe's life that if you're newer to the show, I don't know if you know yet, that we'll speak about too, which I'm curious if this thing I want to talk about with his wife hampers him or helps him in the long run with his fighting career and stuff like that. Brandon's framing him up. We'll get him in a second. He's fighting Derek Finley coming up. We're excited for that. I always say it. Joe Elmore is like what I say about Julian Lane. And I mean this is an absolute compliment. I told Joe this. I mean it's a compliment. I'll tell him when he comes on. I don't care who Joe's fighting. And that's no shot at Derek. It could be anybody. I know that if Joe Elmore's in the fight, he's proven it time and time again, it's a great fight. Look at him and Tom Schoaf. That was an amazing fight. It's one of my favorite fights in BKFC. That's a fight that I show people that don't know BKFC. I used to show them that. It's just a great fight. Joe has been amazing every time he steps in there. And apparently he's never been knocked out. We're going to find out if that's still the truth. I mean, he offered $10,000 one time, a video, if anybody could see him being knocked out. Let's bring him in. Joe Hitman Elmore, December 6th versus Derek Finley coming up. Co-main event in Atlanta. There he is. What's up, Joe? How you doing, Hitman?
What's up, baby? How y'all doing?
Great. We just had Nathan Rivera on. He had some very nice words about you. And before I see you stringing it around your neck, so before we talk about that, I was talking about this. We want to congratulate you. Very big deal recently for you. Brilliant Jiu-Jitsu black belt. You've been doing this for like 20-some years, right?
Oh, yeah, man. I've been with Gracie about 15 years under Fabio Costa when I came here and fought Diego Sarava right after he fought Ben Henderson in UFC. And at the time, I was still training internet videos as a pro fighter, man. We were studying Eddie Bravo, but, dude, I come in and doing leg locks and stuff. I spent one day, first day I put a gi on, I tapped out a couple black belts. At the gym, they put me in a blue belt, spent 7.5 years there, a long time at purple belt, about 1.5 years at brown belt. And here we are, baby, 22 years, I think, total I've been training jiu-jitsu.
Bro, that's not a year of work. That's not 2 years. That's 22 years of your life that you poured into it. Congratulations, man. And we saw you a picture, you and your wonderful, beautiful wife, who's so supportive. We'll get into that in a little while. She was right next to you for that as well. Would you say that's your favorite martial art?
Man, I love martial arts in general, but yeah, it's definitely my most respected, man. With I do boxing, obviously, striking, but Gracie's like family. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they hold it together. It's like a small army. Like Fabio, if I go to Brazil, I can stay at the location in Brazil. If y'all recognize the little print that's on the beach in Rio for the Gracie Baja, that's the famous pattern that they got painted on the ground. But like I said, it's just family, and I'm a part of the Gracie family now. So yeah, it means a lot to me, man. I studied 20 years. And some people go to school to be a doctor, but I'm a doctor of breaking, so.
Yes, you are. That's why we love you, Joe. Hey, I know we had Georgia tryouts recently. I believe you made it to those. What did you see at the Georgia? I mean, we've always respected you, but another level of respect with the black belt. And then you do bare knuckle fighting. You do the best fights. What did you see at the Georgia tryouts? And how do you feel about these young people coming up?
I'm excited, dude. I love them. I love the youth more than anything, dude. The young guys that are coming up, it's freaking amazing because I remember chasing my dream. Like I said, I made a post the other day to be a UFC champion, and we were watching Pride and UFC and Bellator, and everybody try to figure out what it was. And you got the same thing going here. We got BKFC, which is the fastest growing, most amazing bare knuckle company on the planet. And you got these kids idolizing us and looking up to us, and they're evolving, man. They're starting to train. My friend's son just fought his first fight. He's been training for 9 years. He's 19 years old, and he fought his first MMA fight, 52-second knockout. It's amazing. I got to sponsor him for the event. Way to go, Hunter, by the way. Shout out. Congratulations, Hunter. Yeah, he's a hometown kid, man, and those kids look up to me. I'm their hero, dude. I come out of Dyersburg, Tennessee. It's a country-ass. Ain't a whole lot there. I mean, there's a lot going on because it's a strong community, but it's small. So when people make it out and make their dreams come true, it's amazing. So I love it.
Joe, I feel like anywhere you go, anywhere you would live, you could live in Antarctica and people would look up to you. You just have this presence about you, and you have this need. It's a good need to make people happy, to make people achieve everything they can. It's actually quite inspiring. You're fighting at home, beloved community. That's got to feel cool. We talked to Nathan Rivera about that. But your wife, we talked about her earlier too. Maggie has been so instrumental in your career from an outsider looking in. I tell you this every time you're on. She just seems like she's your ride or die, like we talk about Nathan Rivera's ride or die. She seems like she's there through everything. But I wonder about this because for those that don't know and are newer to the sport, your wife is an elementary school teacher, one of the best from what I understand. Even gave me tips towards my kids, and I appreciate that. But does the administration or the parents or anything, do they get weirded out by the fact that you're doing a bare knuckle fight in your town? Is that like detrimental, or they love it? Like where's that at?
Oh no, they love me because they know it's bare knuckle. But the good news about me being able to go everywhere is I feel like I've always been some kind of link or bridge. I'm an absolute psychopath, okay? But that's only when let out in a place where I love everyone and everyone loves me. I'm defending y'all's honor, my fans. Whether if you hate me, I'm giving you a chance to watch me get my ass whooped. So like, I love you too. So like, for me and my community, they know I'm that way. Those kids, the principals. I did a kickball. We started kickball. I did a kickball tournament where every year we're the class that raises the most cans. They have like celebrities and all the teachers come up there. A few baseball players from the Atlanta Braves or different teams. And we go through and play kickball against the winning kids. So, they love it, man. And I got billboards up. Coming up, Billboard Nerds.
I saw them, dude. I saw that. I just want to say that to you. I saw the Billboard Nerds billboard go up, or it's getting ready to go up. It looks awesome. You look like Uncle Sam. It has a great shot of you punching. Is it Dustin in the mouth?
Yeah. I got to send that to him. LOL. I forgot yesterday. I can't wait to go. Somebody else's face exploding on a poster for once.
Yeah, man, we have to do it. But the kickball game, I'm curious, did anybody, if you're going to bat, you're going to kick, and maybe they kind of throw the ball, you didn't charge the mound on anybody, because that would be detrimental to you. That would hurt. That would be bad.
Oh, I had to remember they were kids. I wanted to beam them in the head. I'm from the 80s.
I love you.
If it were 1980,
yeah,
the
back in the day,
yeah,
right?
Don't let them go home.
That's true.
No, but we showed them love and let them succeed a little bit. But yeah, those kids play hard. They want to whoop.
I know they
butt
do.
As bad as I want to whoop somebody else. They probably want to win more than we do.
Joe, why is it, you mentioned it, and that just put something in my head. Why is it that, like, the 70s and 80s kids are some of the toughest kids? Because, like, I was looking at some old sitcoms the other day and stuff. I was looking at old cartoons. Dude, there was no censorship. They said stuff to us they would never say today, and we're here. Maybe that's why we're both crazy.
Funny story. So last week on the news, a woman in Georgia, it's like making national news, a female cop went and tried to arrest her for letting her son walk to the store. And I laughed, and it's like a big deal because, like, arrested for letting a 10-year-old walk to the store for child endangerment. I understand we're here, but it's down the street. When I was a kid, it's like, get your ass outside. As soon as the sun came up and the turkeys were roosting, and you know what the rule was? Come home for the street light, come on.
Me too.
We would be gone all day. As soon as you hear that first buzz,
you're back home.
They start warming up. You just sprint down
so
there.
True.
Before we get out the field, we shot bow and arrows, BB guns, had my own garden. I miss that stuff, dude.
I do too, and I actually feel bad for the kids that don't get to experience that kind of, like, cool stuff like that anymore. And I just think that if you look at it, I mean, look, I joke around we're both psychos. We are in our own different ways, but we're also both great people that came up in that era. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the way we were all raised in the 70s and 80s. But I know it's changed a lot. And you know, something that doesn't change. I said this before you come on. I've said this to you many times. I'll say it again. It bears repeating. I don't care who Joe Elmore's fighting, ever. I know when Joe Elmore gets in that squared circle, it's going to be a fight. And it's going to be all, yeah, that's what I get excited for. You're making me nervous doing that. But the thing is, I know it's going to be a fight. I'm very excited about it. But Derek Finley, I mean, what have you seen out of this guy? How do you beat him? What's your game plan going into this December 6th?
It's an evolution from my mind, body, and soul. I never had an alcohol problem, but I don't drink. I eat right. I fasted cardio. I do ketosis every day. I mean, I could make weight right now, y'all. I am on weight. I'm eating Thanksgiving with my family. I'm spending time with my loved ones. I'm healthy. Barber orthopedic. I've been doing hyperbaric chamber treatments 2-3 days a week, 2 hours at a time. Ice bath, cryotherapy. I've taken care of myself. I got Coach Kelly Davis at Davis Boxing. I've always had great, amazing training partners. I had Coach Crazy Chris in my Detroit crew, but Coach Kelly Davis is amazing, man. He's Philly fresh. Jared Gooden in the UFC. A lot of guys have went to him and here in the local scene to help with striking. And I'm coming in with the evolution. My jab is hard and fast, and I'm using it more than ever. I'm not going to speak on what other things I've added because some of those are part of my game plan, but head to toe, if I can hit them there legally, I've been studying it, practicing it, cardio, my timing, my precision. I've always been powerful, but I throw loopy punches and I knock people out with slack overhands. Wait till I hit him with a straight step in right. Wait till I am ready to devastate him. He is coming here to my home. I've waited 5 years. I had to fight in a damn barn in the middle of Mississippi with a mask on because the government locked us down and spread us apart. Now all the people I love, all my family's coming. It's Atlanta, and I want to set this on fire. My soul burning, dude. I'm ready to just show out, passionate. I'm just ready, dude. My people are here, all my crew. I've been fighting in Kazakhstan in Europe and London, and I love being the bad guy and being out of town. But y'all ain't got to see me fight at home in front of my mama, my grandma, my dad, my son, my people, my family. Ooh.
Yeah, you always say that. You always say that. Matter of fact, sorry, when we talk to you, you mentioned that how your grandma, everyone, like your family motivates you. So I can't imagine what you're, excuse me, what you're going to do. Well, that was gross. Wow, sorry. Whoa.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know, man. My voice, when you're there live, I can't imagine what's going to happen. I do know that you've said many times, I want to make sure this is still the case. It probably is. You have never been knocked out. You've offered $10,000 if somebody can find a video of you getting knocked out. Is that still the case, Joe Elmore's never been knocked out?
I've been knocked down with a punch. I mean, what I got, this is going to be my 6th BKFC fight. I ain't fell down in a round yet. I fought Leonard Garcia. Me and that man beat the brakes off each other. Tom Show tried to split my skull off. Now, I peeled like Nate Diaz, and that's why y'all love the blood flow. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't you bite your tongue off in that fight? Wait, didn't you like bite a hole in your tongue or something during the show fight? Yeah, there it is. Dude, and you were yelling at the doctor. I talked about this last week. He was yelling at the doctor, "Don't take this effing fight away from me."
Hey, look, it was all the way, but that wasn't even it. It was the nerve was hanging out of my head.
That's what it was.
But I had already knocked him down. And it was Don Musi, man. I love that dude. He's such a good doctor. He cares about us. He takes care of us. He's really fought for what the true aspects of what bare knuckle is from medically. But yeah, he come up to me and the other doctor that was beside him there at that fight looked and goes, "Oh my God, I think we're gonna have to call this fight." And my family was there, man. They flew in from Arizona. It's the first one that my mom and all her sisters, my mom didn't come, but her sisters, my uncle, like I said, I'm family man, but they all come and they were going, "One more chance. One more chance." Dude, I think they brought me to the corner like 3 times already. I'd look at them and say, "I'm fucking fine, dude. Look at me. I do not take this from them." And I pointed and I said, "You see them?" They looked in the audience and I said, "You see that?" And he said, "All right, one more chance." He saw him chanting one more. And that's why if y'all see in that video, I went, "One more."
Well, yeah, dude.
And I went out there and put hammer time on him, boy. He had to swing through this shit. I didn't care. There was no striking. I don't care if you hate on it. No technique. I wasn't trying to box. I was trying to murder him because he was taking my family's love, pride, and joy. Not today, baby.
No, it doesn't happen with Joe Elmore. Now, listen, there's a lot I want to talk about outside of fighting, and we're on a little bit of limited time, but I can see Evan in my peripheral vision. Evan, sit down, because this involves you, and I think it involves you. You might remember this. There's a couple quick things I want to talk to you about. That you're always entertaining, because you're Joe, and you're funny, and you're great to watch fight. Evan, years ago, I don't remember which event it was. I don't remember who he was fighting, but I think it was you. Joe, do you remember when we had to shoot a video with you, and for some reason, I can't remember why, we had to go like rent a hotel room and shoot it? And you guys walked in with all your gear. It was like all dudes. And the front people at the desk were like, "Why are you guys walking in there with all the lights and the gear? Is this like an OnlyFans thing? Like, what's it?" Do you remember that, Evan, or no?
I remember hiring.
Yeah, it was a trashy hotel that we had to rent because, okay, so here's the thing. That's a funny story. It's the first time I ever went to Miami. Those just popped up. I called Uli Diaz and I was like, "Hey man, what's cool? What's in Miami?" I wound up getting I tried to get the suite from La Fontainebleau where they filmed Scarface. I just stayed in the room right beside it. So I stayed at La Fontainebleau. I kept the card from my room in there. But we had went down there, Travis Thompson and another fighter. Oh my God, forgive me, bro. Josh. Okay. There was a rock band that wanted to go down there to the sugarcane fields right outside. And they catch the sugarcane fields on fire after they harvest. So it'll have like fertilizer. It fertilizes the land, the ashes and stuff. It's a natural way to put back into it. Well, while they were burning them down, we went out there and got the farmers to agree to let us have a bare knuckle fight in the middle of a field so they could film it for their
video.
Music video. So me and Travis and my coach, Crazy Chris, my boy Dog Pound, Nate, Nick Brazier come up there with me, and we pulled up, dude, because we left there. And God, not street beefs, but the guy that left street beefs. Anyway, I'm not gonna mention his name because I think he's some kind of weirdo. But yeah, so we went to one of his fights. He was trying to make a comeback, and so loud. The camera guy met me there. The light was bad, and they're like, "What are we gonna do, man? We need this promo." And I drove all the way down to Miami. I've been talking on the phone with Dave. He sent the camera crew after me so they didn't have to set it up in Atlanta. So we found this crappy, I mean, it was like, I got there and I'm like, oh my God. But we found a beautiful little office. It was like their business office, the only thing that had paint on the wall. And we went in there and made that shit happen. It turned into a great promo.
Yeah, that was like the early years, the stuff we have to go through. That we don't see that as much anymore, but it's fun to see that. The other thing I have on here as a note is, where's this at? There was another thing I wanted to talk. Oh, this is up top. I didn't talk to you about this yet. I don't think we ever talked about this. I remember when we were in England, we were on a bus together. Remember they were moving us all around by bus. And I remember talking to you about you love skydiving. I know all that. That's that suits you. I understand you have like a million jumps. But then you start talking about the weird fan requests you get, which always entertain me. People want to see your feet. They want to pay you. I think were you the guy who told me that somebody paid you to buy groceries and beat them up in your kitchen or something?
No, someone tried, dude. They were like, okay, oh my God, bro, that's some funny shit. So this dude wanted to like pay me like $1,000 to beat up some cans of beans and I looked it up, and it's like some kind of food fetish where people love to watch food get destroyed. And I was like, listen, bro, and I am not hating. I love you. If you're making money on OnlyFans, whatever you do, I don't judge anyone, even if I don't do it myself. But me personally, bro, I ain't selling feed pictures. I don't want an OnlyFans sponsorship. I ain't beating no beans while you beat your beans or none of that shit. Hey, beans give me gas. They don't get beat up, dog. I'm eating my beans, dog.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, weird requests from fans. They love you, though. They think you're so relatable. I think they can ask you anything. I want to ask you something. This involves Evan as well. We spoke about this the other day. When I hung up the phone to you, I said, all right, buddy, I'll see you later. Evan hates when I buddy people, when I pal people. And does that offend you? Because Evan gets really mad when I do that.
Listen, never does it offend me. My dad called me asshole half the time, so I was an asshole. So no, but seriously, I'm ADHD, and it takes. I remember people's heart and who they are as humans because I have such a hard time remembering dates. It's a mental disability. It's like, but I'm strong. It's not nothing that holds me back. It probably drives me forward and makes me more special, and it's why I've driven myself to become so athletic and do what I do. But yeah, it's hard for me to pay attention to remember things. So I say, I love you. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, brother. Hey, sister, because we're all brothers and sisters to my God. You know what I mean? And in this planet, we're all related if we can love each other and we can learn something from each other. And yeah, so buddy, pal, asshole, cocksucker, dickhead, crazy
Jerk
man,
off.
whatever. You call me whatever you
I prefer
want
all that to buddy. Something about buddy. It's like
He hates buddy.
he's
See,
big
you
brother
came
in me.
alive.
He's like, yeah, hey, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
It's just what I say. I don't mean it.
I don't like
You,
I
you
say-
hit me with I hope you have a good
there is a
Thanksgiving, buddy.
tone.
Did I really?
Today, and I was like, hey.
I don't even know I do
There's
it.
a
tone, like he's
tone
above
to
you.
buddy, because if you look me in my face with like a dead stare and go, okay, buddy.
I wouldn't do that.
That's what he does.
No, I don't.
Every time.
No, I don't. I go, all right,
He
buddy.
thinks he's the big
And I'm
shebang
like,
around
Shut
here.
up. I say,
That's like when you say, I don't mean to offend you, but everything
yeah,
after
but.
you say, everything after you say, but
Yeah, it
might
doesn't
get
matter.
your ass whooped.
That's right.
May
Well,
or may
look,
not.
buddy, I'm telling you right now, crutch words. Brock's around my kids all the time. Buddy, pal, what else? Brother. I say brother a lot. That's a wrestling thing. I think. Brother.
Now, when you're speaking to an elder in a respectful thing, I call everybody yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Like
Yeah.
when I answer questions, and I do got my respect. But,
I have
and if
respect.
someone tells me that buddy offends them, I won't call you buddy.
Well, I'm calling it. I call
buddy.
it.
Tell buddy in the back.
Joe can
No.
call me buddy. It's only
Hey,
Soscia.
hey, buddy, quiet down in there.
Hey, buddy, yeah, buddy.
Got
Yeah. Don't be so offended, buddy. No,
Yeah, there
I'm
you go,
just-
pal. All right, Kimosabi.
I'm kidding.
All right,
Love
listen.
you, love you.
So let's get into this before you go. Now we got the buddy thing cleared up because as
Oh,
soon,
one more thing.
What's
Y'all
up?
remember, and you know why I'm not offended? My buddy.
My buddy. Kid sister and my
maybe
buddy.
That's why he doesn't like it.
bro,
you know?
they don't know. Listen, do either one of you two put the camera on there?
No, but I found the interview with Joe in the Rinky Dink Motel.
Hold on, before we do that, do you
ahead.
know my buddy? Either one of you two?
No, I don't know what you're
We're
talking
so old, Joe.
Oh,
I know my buddy. And these guys didn't know me. Bro,
my buddy commercials.
I know
Teddy
Kid's
Ruxpin,
sister,
are you fucking
Teddy
kidding?
Rux. They didn't know Married with Children. They're too young, bro.
Yeah.
They had no clue. They didn't
Y'all
know.
gotta have
They
a
didn't know
movie
Pee Wee
time. I'm gonna
Herman.
get down there early, and we're gonna have like a little movie-thon. It's during the interviews, and I'm gonna find some time to show y'all my generation, the
Exactly.
young generation.
The fun generation, all the cool stuff. All right, did you find the Rinky Dink
Yeah,
place?
it's gonna take a while to
All right.
pull up
Well,
now.
then it always takes you a while to pull it up. It's interesting. So let's talk about your nick.
Elaborate.
Sorry, your nick. I love when it goes off the rails. Your nickname as a kid. You said your dad called you asshole, but did you have any other nicknames as a kid?
Actually, yeah, my wrestling nickname was Elmo. My freshman year, we had Joey Wood, Joey Gaffney, and I was Joey Elmore, right? Like, so it was Joey. Not your average Joey, but so Tickle Me Elmo came out that
You guys know what that
year.
is? Do you know what that is?
And
Yes, we know what that is.
and he's none of that is. He had one. Okay. Hey, so anyway, my freshman year when that came out, this lady said Joey Elmo, because you know how country is. You either put R's or take R's out, one way or the other. If it's supposed to be there, it ain't. And if it is, it isn't. But anyway, so she said Joey Elmo, and they was like, oh, Elmo, okay. And so I started getting Tickle Me Elmo. And instead of me letting it aggravate me, I went to Spencer's and got a shirt that says, hey, Elmo.
So we do it.
Tickle this. And it pointed straight down. And it was the first time I got in trouble at school.
Why did you get, whoa, hold on. Why did you get in trouble? Why did you get sent home to what, to tickle your leg? They were weird about that? I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, that's what I tried to convince them. I was like, it's my knees because that's where it's hanging. But so unless you're going to tickle my knees, all right.
All right. What about let's talk. We got Thanksgiving because he's pulling that up over there. We got Thanksgiving coming up quickly. Hold on one second. I want to ask him this, then we'll go to Joe.
Look how fat I was. Too.
Yeah, that's interesting. Joe, Thanksgiving coming up. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? You said you have Thanksgiving with your family, and also, what's the most overrated Thanksgiving dish? That's interesting.
Oh, dude, my favorite Thanksgiving dish, I think, because my grandma always made them for me, is the special cheesy potatoes. When you go to Cracker Barrel, where we were from in the town, you had to drive like an hour and a half to get to Memphis, Po Folks or Cracker Barrel or something like that. We didn't have nothing. We had nothing where we were from, except little cafes. But yeah, so when my grandma makes her homemade cheesy potatoes with the hash browns and cream cheese and onions, she even passed the recipe down to my wife. So that's one of the things that she has to cook for me. Maggie makes sure she cooks them for her family now, and they love them and expect them. So yeah,
I love them too. How about overrated?
Overrated.
Don't say what I think you're going to say.
Oven turkey.
You know what?
I'm a deep fried Cajun turkey for Thanksgiving kind of dude.
So you drop it in your backyard?
I'm not the brisket, but yeah, I smoke my stuff. I'm gonna smoke a turkey. You can't put no dry ass turkey in the oven and try to serve it up with neck bone in it like they used to. You gotta flavor that thing up. So,
that's right.
So dry ass turkey's overplayed.
Interesting. That's true. I thought you were gonna say cranberry sauce, and a lot of people say I love cranberry sauce.
I love cranberry sauce. So, somebody said something about that the other day, whether it's cranberries but I like cranberry sauce. I like the real cranberries. I like. For that day, that's supposed to be the day you enjoy the junk and enjoy the stuff and just eat like I don't eat like that at all anymore, but I am going to have a food coma. I'm going to break out in sweats and sleep on the couch, and I'm thankful I'm on weight so I get to have that day.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Going back to tuna fish and rabbit food.
There you go. You got your sweatpants all picked out, ready for the food coma. And I think Evan's ready. I can hear him sighing in my ear. He's ready to play this.
Clearing my throat.
Oh, is that what you're doing? What's in there? You have mucus? You're not feeling well?
Yeah, it's
I know you've been suffering from allergies. Okay, what do you got for us, Evan?
I literally feel like I was built for this. I feel that bare knuckle is definitely my lane. I feel like I'm going to be the world champion here. Like I said, I don't get dropped by a punch. I was made to take an ass whooping, and I was made to give one. So, I mean, there's no other sport in the world where you have to be so tough and be able to be so tough at the same time. Like I said, I want to be the face of the company. I don't want to be the second face of the company. I don't want people to be paying to watch Paige Van Sant, no offense to her, but I want them to pay Knuckle Mania Joe Hitman Elmore. I am the Dan Henderson. I am the Chuck Liddell. And I got a good heart too, man. So when I believe I have every single thing.
There you go. Oh, look at a bygone era there with those dopey masks. I don't know. Joe, when I used to have to wear the masks for COVID, when they made us, Joe, hold on, is that Joe, when they made me wear the mask for COVID, I always said this to my wife when I go home. I'm like, it was weird because when I wore the masks, all kinds of women would hit on me. And then when I took it off after COVID, nobody would talk to me. It was weird, dude.
I have that same problem. That's why I say, look, look, my wife is a teacher. She's smart. She teaches kids good, but she got to be dumb because look at me, dude. At least she's pretty.
Anyway, look, they said you said you want to be the face of bare knuckle. That video was a long time ago. I'd argue you're not the face. You're the bloody face of bare knuckle, and we love seeing you. And we love talking to you. We love the human you are.
And here's the thing, that was manifest destiny. I always try to put words of affirmation into the world. And obviously you can't just say, I believe I am. You got to put in that effort. What you believe, you got to be as well. But I remember saying that about Paige, and it was no offense to her at the time, but I had never been given a chance and never been given a platform. And I knew if I ever got a chance to put on a Joe show, by God, they were going to love it or hate it so much they had to see it again. And I actually, they put Paige Van Sant as the original co-main event in London. And people online pitched such a fit. And there were some other things that are calculated to it too. But guess what? Bam, your boy took over. and forced his way into the co-main event with Connor Tierney in London at the OVO Arena, and I set that on fire at the media office too. Yeah. And like I said, I believe that interview right there led to that, because that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, man, the Joe Show in full effect. The Joe Show in his hometown, Gas South Arena, BKFC.com. Grab those tickets. I hate to be a promoter, but they say, you know, you pay for the whole seat, you're only going to need half of it, because you'll be the edge of it the whole time, especially when Joe fights. Joe, thanks for coming on. God bless you. Have a great Thanksgiving. We're thankful that you fight for us.
God bless you, man. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. BKFC for life, baby. Let's go.
Joe Elmore. Can't wait to watch him fight, man. That's going to be awesome. That went way longer than we planned for Joe, so we'll get into our other stuff now. But Joe just, he keeps going, and you can't stop. It's great. He's funny. All right, let's get back to the mailbag. I know that Evan waits for this guy. Apparently he sent something in, and he actually mentions Evan here. I read this ahead of time.
No way.
Yeah, Randy the pervert.
Oh, my God.
Randy the pervert.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Thank you. All right, 1, 2. Oh, there's 3 things he has today. 1, he says he wants to talk about Taylor Starling, the Killer Bee. He said, look how she moves those hips, this video. Think of the damage she could do to me. 10 to 15 seconds on top. 10 to 15 seconds tops for me. Let's watch. Okay, I just think, what's that called, flossing or something? I'm too uncool, but I just think she's dancing. He looks at her as moving the hips and what the damage she could do. He says,
"What a pervert!"
I know, I agree. Also, I did a deep dive. He said I did a deep dive and found these pictures of Jade Mossam Wong from a while ago. Okay, this guy's dumb. As soon as I found them, my hands started moving very rapidly to send this email to you. For Evan. This last thing is a message to Evan. Oh. Since Evan says he doesn't like my emails anymore because they're not dirty enough anymore, I found the dirtiest picture I could find of a woman. Let's watch. No, he's funny. He wrote a bit.
Oh,
it's a woman covered in mud. If you're
I get it.
He said, I found P.S. P.S. Mud. I don't know what this even means. Mud rhymes with pud. I hope you like it.
Pud?
I think it's a reference to you know what it is.
I don't know what pud means.
I know what people say, but I don't want to say because I'm
We're
not
all
saying
confused.
This.
Pud? What is pud?
Explain yourself.
It's not myself. Why do I have to explain Randy? Like he says,
sound like you guys are on the same wavelength.
Mud rhymes with pud. I hope you like it. Mud rhymes with pud. Come on, someone in the chat tell us what that is. Pud. You know what it is.
Pud.
Randy. It's. I think it's slang for clearing your snorkel. Polishing your Q stick.
I see.
I think it's pulling. I think it's pulling the pud. They say the kids, right?
Pulling the pud.
Something. I don't know. I've heard it before.
That's what kids say.
Not kidding. Don't do this to me. The youngins, the people that the people that are 18 and over,
okay.
Kids younger than me. You perverse man. Maybe that's why I think you're him, dude. It's your Anthony. It's got to be. Stop doing this shit.
Definitely Anthony.
It might be. All right. So let's see where.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you. Is that dirty enough for you?
Yeah.
All right.
I still think Sling and Web was.
Well, Sling and Web apparently is with the Black. We're not Black Widow. We're not getting into this. Don't take me down this road. We heard from Bart. Oh, here's a new guy. His name is Sammy Oh Shit. Sammy Oh Shit. SOS, he writes in parentheses, wrote in and said, "Oh shit. I've never felt worse for an animal or a man. Double whammy here." Let's see what this is. Oh my God. I just looked up and saw what it is.
That thing is pissed.
Can you hear that thing screaming? How's that guy even staying on there? Well, thank you. I mean, this is, dude, I'd be so nervous if I was mean to the camel or the guy that.
The camel.
How's that guy still on there? This is like, how's he holding himself up? That camel's going to tip. That's crazy. Well, thank you, Sammy O. Shit. Thank you for sending that in, SOS. All right. William sent this next one. He said, I know you guys, this is true. I know you guys keep track of BKFC license plates. Did you know about this one? If not, add another one to the list. Zach Kalmus license plate. Zoom in on that. I think it's just, oh, no, I can see it. BKFC on the license plate. So he's from, what's he from? Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
So now we have one in Massachusetts. Where else? California, ambidextrous. He watches the show. We have Florida. I think Kevin's got one. We have Delaware. I think Joe's got one. PA, I believe Travis the Animal Thompson has one. So we have a lot of states represented. Any BKFC plates, if you're in any other state, Send him a picture and want to see how many we can get to. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different states. All right, there you go. Thanks for sending that in. And then I think we got through almost everything. I just want to talk about, what do we have? Oh, the press conference. We have to talk about the press conference coming up. It's very exciting. So a programming note, a week from today, the Bare Knuckle Show will be live at the ECW Arena, 2300 Arena. And we'll be doing a whole show leading up to the press conference. It's going to start the same time. I think we have a graphic for the press conference, right? Let's shoot it up there. Knucklemania 5 press conference. It'll be in Philadelphia. Like I said, ECW Arena, 2300 Arena, Tuesday, December 3rd. Now, it kicks off at 2 p.m. And this press conference, I stress, is open to the public. We want you there. We want it to be crazy. So stop by. You can come in, 2300 Arena. It's 2300 South Swanson Street, Philadelphia, PA. If you're anywhere in the area, drive on down. We'll let you in. You can see the press conference live. And I'm hearing that we're going to have more than just, the face-offs and stuff and the talking. We're going to have, I heard we're going to have a cheesesteak eating contest there. That should be fun. I'll be having a lot of different people on the show. I'd like to do the cheesesteak eating contest on the show. We'll see if we can do that. It's going to be a longer show than normal. I think you'll really like it. Again, that goes down 1 week from today, Tuesday, in South Philadelphia, beautiful South Philadelphia. You can tune in and watch it. And if you're live, come on out and check it out. BKFC.com for more. And then also, I want to talk about another announcement we were going to make. A brand new show. So I know a lot of you think Knucklemania 5 is the first show of the new year. Not true anymore, because I want to make this announcement in a minute. First, let's look at the December shows. Sorry, Brandon, I didn't do it like I told you I was going to do it. Let's look at the December shows that we have coming up. Of course, December 6th, we just talked to Nathan Rivera, and we also talked to Joel Elmore. December 6th is going to be great. Guest South Arena. A few tickets still remaining, BKFC.com for that one. Then our home away from home. That's going to be a great night of fights. December 21st, I won't say seasons beatings. I refuse to say that. I'll say, what can I say? What can I rhyme? Ho, ho, ho. It'll be a fun time. Santa's given us a gift of big fights, and it's going to be awesome. The Fat Man has spoken. Look at that. Look at that main event. I can't wait for that. You got Jared Warren, who we didn't talk about it, but there's a great article at BKFC.com. He's kind of recovering from all those storms that hit Florida. So he's been training, and he says he's kind of using it to motivate him. We'll see if it does. Versus Marine Mike Richmond, that'll be great. Christine Faria versus Christine Vicens. I'm excited for that. I think it's Faria, the Misfits' hardest challenge yet. There's a lot of great fights on that card. You can check them all out at BKFC.com. I know G the Cutman's coming back. We're looking forward to that as well. Now, let's talk about the first show of the new year. Very excited about this official announcement. Here we go. The first show of the new year for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is BKFC Fight Night Pachanga, January 18th. It's going to be awesome. Tickets on sale now, BKFC.com. Again, BKFC Fight Night Pachanga comes January 18th. That's on the road to Knucklemania. That's just about a week before Knucklemania. Make sure you're tuned into that fight night. We were at Pachanga before. It was awesome. We can't wait. Pachanga it's one of my favorite places to go. I enjoy the atmosphere. I enjoy everything about it. So January 18th, I know you'll enjoy it too. BKFC.com. Get those tickets for Pachanga, man. I can't wait to be there. What a great night of awesome fights. And then after that, we've been talking about it all day. Knucklemania 5. There you go. The first fight was announced. Hometown boy, Underground King himself. There he is. Eddie Alvarez taking on Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens. This will be exciting. I believe both of them will be at the press conference, amongst others. Hopefully some new fights get announced there. We're looking forward to that. January 25th. And I'll tell you what, since we went on sale last week with the pre-sale we talked about on here, this isn't some BS, promoters, get your tickets now. They're flying. All different promotions always say that. Philadelphia, we don't lie to you. I mean, this thing, the pre-sale, boom, through the roof. It was insane. And then the momentum is still climbing now. We're selling a lot of tickets. So I think I'm going to predict the sellout. I am. I can see the way it's going. I don't think we've ever had such a quick advance on tickets. So we're talking about releasing some travel packages for Knucklemania 5. You know it's going to be a great fight. We're going to all the bells and whistles in our hometown. If you want to come, BKFC.com. You can grab those tickets, but don't sleep on it. Don't say, oh, I'll wait till after Christmas. I'll buy tickets at the door. You're probably not going to get them. I've been looking at these. They call them manifests every day that show how many tickets are sold. I knew it was going to do well, but wow. So make sure you get the tickets, BKFC.com. All right. I think that we'll get out of here. But before we go, let's go around. Let's start with Evan. Evan, what? Thanksgiving holiday here. I know you love it. I know sometimes you dress as a pilgrim or a Native American at dinner.
No, I would never.
A pilgrim maybe. What do you look forward to, or what are you thankful for? Go ahead, Evan.
I don't really think like that in general. Things to be thankful for.
You don't think like that?
No, it's It's just not me.
I know it's not, so I'm
But,
asking
you know, if I had to say, I'd say I'm thankful, you know, having a child now and she's
Evan.
healthy, you know, everything's good there. I would say that I'm thankful for that.
Evan, that was actually beautiful. I was setting you up with that thinking you'd be like, oh, I don't fucking care. But that's
Well,
really nice.
I really don't, but
you do care about your daughter and
I
your family.
care about
That
my
makes sense.
baby.
Of course
and
you do.
I'm happy that she is healthy and growing and all is well there.
Oh, Evan, you're a good man. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
Most people tell me different.
Let's go over to Brandon. Brandon, what do you think before he's going to... I asked him this before the show. He didn't want to answer this. I could tell he didn't want to come on. I did. I said it to you, and you're like, ugh.
Oh, what I'm thankful for?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thankful for you, Brian.
I'm thankful for you.
No, in all seriousness, just that being able to, give my kids a happy life and.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Well, thank you. And I'm joking around. I knew you were too, but I am. I'm thankful for you, the audience, of course, for letting us do this every week. We enjoy it. And I don't even call you fans. You guys you're not fans. You're friends to the show. I'm thankful for you watching our product, liking what we do. I'm thankful for the two guys in the booth. I know they do a lot of work. Our graphics design guy, Vaughn Design, our whole team. I mean, from Dave Jr., Dave Sr., Cranston, everybody. I don't want to leave any Vespi, James. I'm going to leave somebody off. The new guy, Justin. I shouldn't be blaming all these people. If I forgot you, you know I love you. Shut up. And then the other thing is, I don't know what the most overrated food is, but I love turkey.
Turkey.
No, see, if you cook it right, I don't. What do you eat? What the hell do you eat at
tastes like
Thanksgiving?
nothing.
No, you got to put the stuff on it.
That's the thing. But turkey by itself, it's the most overrated.
Who eats turkey by itself?
Everybody stresses cooking the turkey. You just throw it in the oven, and you're gonna lather it in shit anyway. So everybody always freaks out. But I'm actually catering this year. I'm not even cooking.
Oh, you're
we're catering?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have 14 people in my house.
What are we doing? Italian? Jeez.
Yeah.
People.
No, not a drop of Italian actually.
Wow, that sounds like an Italian get together. That'd be like 24 people. Well, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope that everyone out there has a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you guys. What a fun show today. BKFC.com. Get your tickets. Get the app. Get involved. Until next week, where we're live from probably the biggest press conference we've ever done. We'll see you then. Knuckle up, buck up, drink. Let's have fun. Let's go! Happy Thanksgiving! Whoa!
Friday, December 6th, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, finally debuts in Georgia. In the main event, two titans prepare for battle as combat sports vet Keith Rockstar Richardson steps into the squared circle against the undefeated knockout artist Michael Larimore. In the co-main event, fan favorite Joe Hitman 187 Elmore is ready to unleash his ferocious style when he fights the man ready to make a statement, Derek Superman Finley. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.